Home sales in the GTA are up 44% from a year ago, and interest rates continue to drop. So does this mean the market now is back to life? Did you miss the boat on buying a house? Well, maybe not. I'm gonna go over why this actually doesn't mean what it means, and if you stick to the end, I'm gonna go over something super important that will help you whether you're buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joyar Miraj. I'm a real estate broker here in the Greater Toronto area. If you're watching this, all I ask from you is a like and a subscribe. And if you want to talk more about your personal situation or your real estate plans, feel free to book a call with me with the link in my bio. With that said, let's get started. Toronto Real Estate Board released the numbers for the month of October, and home sales are up 44%. And it made quite the headlines, right? Buyers are back, rate cuts brought buyers back, home sales went through the roof, etc. And with that, you probably saw people sharing articles like this online where, 2025 is going to be the year where sales go through the roof and prices go through the roof, and so on and so forth. And you know what? That is partially true. We did have a very good October compared to last year, and sales are up 44.6% from a year ago. But prices haven't changed. So I'm going to go over this chart with you really quickly here. You see, despite having higher sales, the average price of a home in the GTA remained the same. It's at $1,135,000, or you can say it went up 1.1% from a year ago. Higher sales didn't necessarily mean there was less inventory. If you actually look, there's now currently almost 25,000 active listings in the GTA. Compared to a year ago, that number was almost 20,000, meaning that there's now 25% more homes for sale in the GTA. And that explains why everything is taking so much longer to sell, because the inventory is so much higher. Now I want to break this down. I want you to look at this chart next. If you look, the sales have gone up across the board, including condos, condo towns, regular townhouses, semis, detaches. All over the GTA saw an increase in number of sales. Now townhouses in 905 area code saw the biggest increase. The number of sales in the townhouse segment in the 905 saw a 61% increase from a year ago. Now I'm going to share something with you here. Townhomes are extremely attractive for first-time buyers, especially the 905s, right? Prices are a little bit more affordable, but when first-time buyers move out to the suburbs or 905s, as you call it, they want a nice little backyard, they want bigger space, preferably a finished basement, and townhouses usually has all that. And their price point wise, they're usually a little bit better than the semis and detached homes. So it's a very attractive segment for first-time buyers. So seeing a sharp increase in number of sales in this particular segment tells me that there were a lot of end users who were waiting on the sidelines all this year and finally thought this may be the time to jump into the market and actually buy something for themselves to live in. Now, I can tell you from experience that last month I had 3 of my first-time buyers purchase homes. And a lot of these homes, almost all of them, were under $700,000, and some of them we got into multiple offers. The homes in the lower price brackets are getting multiple offers, especially if they're turnkey, good neighborhoods, nearby good schools. Those are getting fairly competitive, and a lot of people are buying. But in the higher price points, things aren't moving as fast. But keep in mind, even with multiple offers, people aren't paying crazy over asking. As a matter of fact, I've witnessed multiple homes got multiple offers, and you know what? The final sale price was pretty much at asking, or sometimes even below asking, just because that's how the market was priced, and that's home was priced, and that's what the market dictates. And this goes for everywhere, right? You can see that in the GTA, average prices have pretty much remained the same, but if you look at interest rates today are significantly lower than the same time last year. Now, speaking of 2023, I want to bring your attention to something very important. Okay, last fall, this fall of 2023 was one of, if not the slowest fall in 25 years. So saying that the sales are up 44% today compared to last year, well, look, if you take anything today and you compare it to last year's sales, at that time, of course it's going to look good, but it's not going to tell you the whole story. Truth is, if you look at the seasonal averages for this time of the year, we're still 10 to 15% less in terms of number of sales. Truth is, if you look at the seasonal averages, right? For this time of the year, number of sales that we're seeing right now is still 10 to 15% lower, or up to 20% lower, depending on which segment you're looking at. This means a typical October pre-COVID has way higher sales than what we're seeing right now. And usually in fall, prices see an uptick, but this time that wasn't the case. So if you're a buyer, no, I don't think you missed a bottom. Truthfully, no one knows when the bottom is until it's passed. And if you're a seller, no, we're not going to go back to the peak prices that we've seen anytime soon. There's a lot of inventory on the market, and I can see it staying this way for some time. And there's another important thing that I want to bring to your attention. Please be careful who you take your advice from. And I mean that, and that includes me. Because look, it's very easy to predict things, get lucky and be right once, and say that I know the market, I knew it was going to happen. Anyone can get lucky. Because every time the market changes, the experts change their view on the market. When the market gets a little bit better, if you see anything slightly positive, everyone talks about how the market will change in the coming spring and the next year. But if it's the other way around, then it's all doom and gloom. And these things change all the time. Because the truth is, no one really knows the bottom or the peak of the market until the time has gone by. So if you're doing research on whether you should buy or sell or invest, and I highly recommend that you listen to different people with different views and make an informed decision of your own. Thanks for watching, and until next time.